Thank you for clicking on my channel. Thank you for coming today to watch my vlog. Today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. What I would like to do today is show you guys my October TBR. It's October, it's fall, it's Halloween. So for the month of October, I would like to read some scary thriller books. None of the books that I am reading has anything to do with Halloween, but they are thriller books. And for this season or this month, I feel like thriller books will be great to read for my October TBR. I will be reading different books from different authors, but I hope these will be like recommendation books for y'all to read, for the ones who have not read them, and for the ones who have read them. I'm just catching up with you guys. But a lot of these books that I have got and I have read or are about to read will be some of the books that I seen on some of y'all YouTube channels as y'all recommendations, and not just because of the spooky season, the October season month, or the fall autumn season. But y'all, I am so happy that the fall has come. Today when I got up, it was really cool, but not unbearable cool. You can put on like a little lightweight cardigan, a little lightweight blazer, and you would be just fine. So I mean, this time of the year, I just love to see people in their fall autumn clothing. I like to see the boots. I like to see the joggers with the blazers, the long cardigans. Y'all, I just really love this season, and it has been such a beautiful day today. Not that much sun. Oh my god, I just really love this time of year, y'all. Obviously y'all can see that, but I just really love this time of year. As y'all can see, this bookshelf is rather full. I have 2 TBR cards, or just book cards really. So my plan is to get me another bookshelf to go down the hall. I'm not quite sure what type of bookshelf I'm gonna get at this very moment, but I will have to get me another bookshelf because my bookshelves are getting overfilled. I have books at the very bottom of this bookshelf here that I have actually read. So the ones that I'm not gonna give away to like giveaways on here, which I don't know if I'm gonna have that many giveaways on here, y'all, because I really and truly feel like all the books that I have read or I'm reading, y'all have too. So I'll try to do another giveaway with some books and see if anybody responds to the giveaway, and I will be giving away some books. But if not, y'all, look forward to some shorts or some vlogs about me going around looking for some little free libraries, some little free bookshelves that I can actually look and see if there's any books that I want out of there, and actually put the books in there that I am done with. Also, within that vlog, if it's not the little bookshelf, y'all, it will be like Goodwill or somewhere. I'll just turn them into Goodwill, let them sell them at a reduced price to somebody who just cannot afford to go to the bookstore and actually get nice books. Because me, myself, I go to Goodwill to find books. Not because I can't afford good books, thank God, but I just like to support the cause. But join me for me to show you guys what my October TBR is. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. All my existing subscribers, hey y'all. And for those who watch me but are not subscribers at this moment, I hope as my videos come through that you guys will feel the heart to subscribe to my channel. If you do, there's a little icon that will be down like on the right. If you click that little icon, it has my picture on it. If you click that little icon, click that notification bell, you will be notified every time Yolanda's Journaling upload another video. And let's get into this vlog. Alright, you friends, let's get into this TBR October book vlog. So the first book that I will be reading in my TBR will be The Last One by Will Dean. This is one of the books that I picked up out of the little library that I found in my city. And it's about pretty much about a couple that went on a cruise, and they had a really good time that night before. Then when she woke up the next morning, her fiance or her friend, whoever she went on the cruise with, they have disappeared along with everybody on the boat. So I thought that this would be a really good thriller to read for the month of October, scary month. It's called The Last One by Will Dean. The next book that I picked to read as far as my thriller on my TBR for October, y'all, I'm so excited about these books. It's called The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I mentioned this book to you guys on another vlog. It's called The House Across the Lake by Willie Sager. Basically, this book is about a lady who went to her family's lake house to like get away. I think she was like she was an actress, and she went to a family lake house to get away from whatever she had going on with her acting career. And she had some binoculars and a camera, and some bourbon, and she saw a couple across the lake in a house. She saved the wife of the couple, and after that they became really good friends. So obviously she kept watching them, and then the wife became missing, and the person that she suspected was her husband Tom. So I thought that would be a really good book to read. This book here I'm going to start reading. I've had this series, Hook by Emily McIntyre, for such a long time, and this is just to me the perfect time to read this book. So Hook is the first book in this series, and if you recognize the name Hook, I think this one actually has something to do with like Peter Pan. So Hook by Emily McIntyre. Let me read the back of it, because y'all, I've had this book for so long and I really kind of forgot about like what the book is actually about. So if you don't mind, let me read a little bit of the back of it for you. It says, he wants revenge, but he wants her more. James has always had one agenda: destroy his enemies, Peter Michaels. When Peter's 20-year-old daughter, Wendy, Peter Pan, shows up in James's bar, he sees her his way. Seduce the girl and use her for his revenge. It's the perfect plan until things in James's organization began to crumble. Suddenly he has to find the traitor in his midst, and his plan for revenge gets murkier as James starts to see Wendy as more than just a pawn in his game. Wendy has been away most of her life by her cold, wealthy father, but a spontaneous night out with friends turns into an intense and addictive love affair with the dark embroidering James. As much as she knows James is dangerous, Wendy can't seem to shake her desire for him. But as their relationship grows more heated and she learns more about the world he moves in, she finds herself unsure if she's falling for the man known as James or the monster known as Hook. So of course this is pretty much, like I said, like the Peter Pan. It's like a remix on the Peter Pan movie. So I thought that would be so interesting to read for the scary September month. The other one, book 3 that I have on, and y'all, I don't know if I told y'all, but I have 3, 4, 5, 7 books that I'm going to read for my October TBR. The next one is called Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. I've had this book for a while, so I'm going to read the back of this book for you guys. It says, secrets can pull you under. A single mother turns up dead at the bottom of a river that runs through town. Early in the summer, a teenage girl met the same fate. They are not the first women lost to those... Dang, what is that? They are not the first women lost to those dark waters, but their deaths drudge up secrets long submerged. Left behind is a lonely 15-year-old girl, suddenly in the care of an aunt she's never met. A woman who has been dragged back to the place she deliberately ran from, a place to which she vowed she'd never return. With the same writing and acute understanding of human instincts that captivated millions of readers across the world in her explosive debate thriller, The Girl on the Train, Paula Hawkins delivers an urgent, twisting, deeply satisfying read that hinges on the deceptiveness of emotions and memories, as well as the devastating ways that the past can reach a long arm into the present. Before a calm surface, you never know what lies beneath. So this one is called Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. It sounds pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm very interested in reading that one. And y'all, this one came from Barnes and Nobles. I know you can see the little sticker there, but it came from Barnes and Nobles. I am a Booksamillion and a Barnes and Noble shopper, but I am a Booksamillion member. So that's the place where I usually go to get my books that I would like to read. But yes, I do like Barnes and Nobles as well. I look a little dark. I'm just trying to get myself more into focus and at a good color so you guys can see me. The next one that I'm gonna read, you guys, when I saw a person that I follow on Facebook, when I saw her in the bookstore and she actually picked up this book, and I went to the bookstore and I saw the cover, had the cover in my hand, read a little bit of the back of the book, and I was like, my heart beats for this book. So I had to get this book, and I'm so excited to read this book for the month of October. It's called Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. And to my understanding, basically this book is just about a lady who, okay, well, just let me read the back of it. It says, he puts his hands against my chest, it's still beating, he whispers. His words a soft kiss on my lips. As long as it's beating, you're okay. When Carla Lawson attends her sister's birthday party, she expects at most a hangover or a walk of shame by the end of it. She doesn't anticipate a stolen wallet, leaving her stranded and dependent on her sister's fiance, Dean Asher. This is gonna be good. Her brother-in-law was a thorn in her side, and she really does anticipate getting knocked out and woken up chained in a madman's basement. Dean is in his own shackles beside her. After 15 years of teasing, insults, and never-ending pranks, the ultimate joke seems to be on them. The two people who always thought they end up killing each other must now work together if they want to survive long enough to escape. But Carla and Dean don't know that their abductor has a plan for them, a plan that will alter the course of their relationship, blur the line between hate and love, and shackle them to each other long after they are freed from their chains. They're in this together no matter what their unexpected bonds might cost them. And this is a Bloom book, y'all. I actually need to look into that. I don't even really know what Bloom Books is. But this is a Bloom book, but it's a thriller. Y'all, I really want to read this book to see how this book's end. Like, how do Cora, and Dean, like, begin to get along together so much different than what they were getting along before, because like this person is her sister's fiance, right? Yeah, it's her sister's fiance. And at the end it says Carla and Dean don't know that their abductor has a plan for them, a plan that will alter the course of their relationship, blur the line between hate and love, and shackle them to each other long after they have freed from their chains. Like, ooh, I'm a little bright there. Like, what does that mean? Like, this is her sister's husband or her sister's fiance. So I'm very excited to read that book. God, I want to read it now. Okay, the sixth one is The Downstairs Neighbor by Helen Cooper. This was a bargain book from Booksamillion. And I thought it just had a very interesting cover, and the title actually caught my attention. It says, from her downstairs apartment in suburban London, Emma has often overheard the seemingly perfect family above her. Step, Paul, and teenage daughter Freya, but has never gotten to know them until one day she hears something that seizes her attention. Freya has vanished and the police are questioning Step and Paul about her life. Do either of you have any enemies? Anyone who might want to harm or threaten you? Now, if that's not a thriller, I don't know what is. So, I'm excited to read The Downstairs Neighbor. And to me, it sounds like it's just pretty much about an upstairs neighbor that is actually being nosy. But sounds like a great thriller to read in Vlogtober. The last one that I have, y'all, and I'm so excited about this book because I have heard so many good things about this author. I am so waiting to get around to reading The Housemaid and The Housemaid Secret I see over there on my cart. And it is called The Coworker by Frida McFadden. So I'm so ready to read this book. I have read the back of this book, but I'm going to read it to you guys, okay? It says, two women, an office filled with secrets, one terrible crime that cannot be taken back. Dawn is a stranger. At least everyone thinks so, as Vicks, the nutritional supplement company where Dawn works as an accountant. She never says the right thing. She has no friends, and she always at her desk at approximately 8:45 a.m. Sorry, y'all, that's my camera outside. So when Dawn doesn't show up to the office one morning, her coworker Natalie Farrell, beautiful, popular sales rep 5 years running, is surprised. Then she receives an unsettling anonymous phone call that changes everything. It turns out Dawn wasn't just an awkward outsider, she was being targeted by someone else. And now Natalie is tied to Dawn as she finds herself caught in the twisted game of cat and mouse that leaves her wondering who's the real victim. But one thing is incredibly clear: somebody hated Dawn enough to kill. Now tell me that's not the perfect thriller, scary book to read for this scary month, October, as for us bookish people, Vlogtober. So those are the, how many was it, y'all? 7 books that Yolana's Journaling will be reading for her Vlogtober TBR. Hopefully within through my vlogs, not just a reading vlog or a book vlog, when I do my bookstore vlogs, whatever vlog that I do. Hopefully I will be able to, throughout this month, give you an update on how far I have gotten into some of my pages on these books, and my reviews of how I feel about these books when I am done with them. But thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for clicking on my channel. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to my channel. To those who are subscribers, hey y'all, good night.